Hi, this is Sean Cook with SMC Sales, where I am taking my 30 years of experience and my passion for turning B2B sales teams into B2B sales champions. And if you're looking at this video, it is because you are a revenue leader. You're a sales leader, a CEO, a head of sales, and a CRO, and you are responsible for growing revenue, controlling costs, gaining linearity within your business, your MRR, making sales predictable and repeatable, while at the same time helping the organization to mitigate risk. Your job is probably harder in 2024, however, than it's ever been before, because a recent study just came out from EBSTA on the first half of 2024 reveals that win rates are down 18%, sales cycles are 16% longer, and the average deal value has decreased by 21%. And the impact of this on sales rep performance is palpable. In fact, 69% of sales reps missed their quota. 44% of forecasted deals slipped or missed forecast. And that one is really scary because if those deals remain slipped, it is likely they're going to be lost to indecision or status quo. And in fact, 61% of all the deals that were lost in the first half of the year were lost to indecision and or status quo. Now, I work with a lot of sales leaders just like you, and their answers to this, probably the same as yours. They are not incorrect, but they are incomplete unless part of a greater system. They say, hey, we're just going to have to increase pipeline. If we were 3x, we're going to be 4x or 5x. They say we're going to put more scrutiny around discovery and deal qualification, and we're going to increase the intensity and the frequency of our deal review meetings. These are not incorrect, but they are incomplete unless part of a greater system, just like SMC Sales provide. And I'll just say that if you're just going after more pipeline in an environment where win rates are declining the way they are, that becomes more of a strategy of hope than it does of actual effectiveness. If you're just going to focus on more scrutiny around discovery, you could actually shrink your pipeline. And if you increase the intensity and the frequency of your deal review or forecast review meetings, you could have a negative effect on morale and cause unexpected turnover. So what do? I'm going to give you 2 tips. Before I give you those 2 tips, I do want to point out that just below this video is a link to my calendar. And I would love to meet with you. I'd love to understand a little bit more about your specific situation and share some specific tips or feedback and ways that I might be able to help your sales organization. And all you got to do is click that link. Now, I'm going to give you these 2 tips, and hopefully they'll incentivize you further to click the link and meet with me. So the first thing you're going to have to do is raise the standard for first sales interactions and or discovery calls within your organization. You got to do this in a way across the board that helps to accelerate trust, elevate your sales AEs from being just account executives and or consultants to being more strategic contributors who have earned the right to conduct deeper discovery, because that is how you're going to see a more higher qualification rate and a larger pipeline. Now, how do you do it? Here you go. On the screen is an example of a slide that I helped one organization to implement. In other words, what we're doing is we're taking the work that's done behind the scenes in discovery, and we're bringing it to the forefront for the customer to demonstrate that we know them. So when they come to a meeting with the prospect, they are now required to have this, and they're able to show the client, hey, I know your team. I know your ICP. I know your channels and your technology. I know your goals and challenges for someone in your role and in your industry. And this could vary for the things that we have here, but the simple answer here is that because they've shown this level of effort, the customer sees it, they reciprocate by being more willing to open up, go deeper around these topics, as well as dig into pain, ripple effects, ramifications of no decision. So that's your first tip. Here's your second tip. You're going to have to, in this environment, take a little bit more control over the sales process by defining, orchestrating, and facilitating the B2B buyer journey in a way that ensures that more of your opportunities have next steps on the calendar, that your AEs are maintaining consistent engagement, that they're able to reduce the percentage of deals that slip or miss forecast. And the bonus that you get from this is that they're able to they have more time to complete the requirements of a spiced or MEDDPICC, and they also block out the competition. Now, how do you do it? You define it. The ability to define is the ability to achieve. You've got to find out what are the value-based discussions that a customer would want to come to that would help them to get their evaluation right. That could be everything from onboarding and customer success to workshops to a final business case meeting. And when you do this, I want to quickly get to these results because we did this with one company. They saw their qualified lead rate double, and in the second half of the year, they sold more than the previous year. Click the link. I'd love to meet you.